Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video, and it is time to begin the showcases of the new units. And we're going to start today with Milim. So, as you can see, she is level 100. My other secondary summons video should probably go up before this one, and I was hunting for Milims. So if you didn't watch that, go and watch it. And if you did watch it, then we did some things. So I sharded her up to 100 because I was not going to summon on that banner anymore. So what does Milim do? We know what, we've gone over it a few times in the live stream, some other things, but just a quick overview. She now has a 480% ult multiplier because she is maxed out now. If she wasn't maxed out, then she would have 475, which is still 5% more than what a normal, normal ult would do at this point, because they sit at 470, but her ult effect is just straight up 5% extra ult damage. And then you see down here for her enhanced secret skill is secret skill damage by 5%. So 480% now. Her first skill is a ult boost for the entire team of 70%, and then she also gives herself her own personal attack buff of 15%, meaning that she is a competent damage dealer, as well as being a support. And then her second skill is an orb change, a special convert 1 blue, 1 orange to 2 greens, the same as Wind Valentine. One thing to note is that her skill is 5 points cheaper than Wind Valentine, because Valentine boosts your gauges by 10%, and at level 10 Milim only does 5%, so that's why it's slightly cheaper, which is good, because I would rather have a cheaper skill than 10%, because there are other units that can boost greens already. So that's good. Her Valor trait we're not going to talk about because we're not taking her into PvP today, and then we've already gone over that. Her EX ability effect is if you have Rimuru on the field, you get an extra 4% crit damage, which is good. She is a self-buffer. Her EX board is completely done, so we're taking full advantage of that. And then she uses a greatsword. So she can be a very good unit. Her trait, does it go over her trait? Yes. Contains 3 or more battle characters, increases skill points by 4 every 2 turns, just like Water Shuna, just like Water Hinata. So this will ensure that we have a good steady supply of skill points as long as she's on the field. So let's start showing her out and seeing just how much damage she can do. Alright, first off we're going to use the brand new team, as well as new as it can be. We've got Veldora, we've got Dark Valentine, my 100 Rimuru, Isis we're still working on, her, and then Dark Diablo. Everyone is dark, everyone is magic, and you can see that Milim has an attack set of 10,206. She has a fully awakened greatsword. Xion down here has a 4-star awakened greatsword. And, we've got the EX ability boost coming from Isis and Valentine, boosting the entire team. So, I mean, she's got a lot of attack. So we're going to go into EX Conquest Hinata, and then we're just going to giggle. Like, this is not a hard conquest by any means if you have this team. Yes, she does nerf greens. This team does not give a crap. So we're either going to outpace the debuff, or we're just going to outdamage her. So let's just have some funsies. I like Rimuru's intro screen more than Milim's intro screen, which is kind of sad, but his just looks good. He's just like manifesting a sword. Alright, so we have 4 and 2, so let's go ahead and bring Milim in. She is the point of the showcase, and we'll send her and see how much damage she does on these 4 orbs. Actually, we could maybe pray and see if we get 2 there. I think we'll do that instead. Alright, so we're going to send Isis, and a counter, why not? And another counter? No, funsies? Okay. So the greens are nerfed now, and they are nerfed by 50 or 80? They're nerfed by 80, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's boost those up a little bit. Pop, 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 pop. Alright, so how much damage does it do here? 5,300, 5,200, 8,100 on the 150% boost. Now Hinata's got guard and defense and all that, so we're not going to hit nearly as hard. Milim, let's see. can't really do much here. There's not a lot. Too many orbs, so we're going to send some useless oranges. And then maybe we get some greens next turn and we can use her orb change as well. Okay, well, that's interesting. Alright. Guess we're sending blues. Maybe we get some more greens. Alright, come on. Alright, that works. Alright, cool. Okay, so now we can use her orb change, which will convert 2 of those, and then we can use Isis orb change that last one. We'll use Veldora to reset that and give us some magic attack. And then we can send a full nerfed, but 6-card send of greens here. How much damage will they do? Even nerfed. 500, 300, 1,000. It's an 80% nerf on the damage, and we're still doing 1,000 damage. And she has guard and defense, so it's pretty hilarious, actually. Alright. We can get her ult here, so that's good. Let's go ahead and do... let's just do this. Let's just get her ult. And we'll see how much she does just with her own personal buff. Alright, we have not used anything else. We haven't used, like, Reamer's crit. We haven't used any of Valentine's permanent ult boost. So here, we're just going to do her ult, and that is it. Just to see how much damage she does against Hinata. We'll also give her... No, we won't even give her that. I don't even want to give her that. We're just going to do this. We're test damage. Okay. How hard will she hit? She's got 70% ult boost, 15% attack, a 480% ult multiplier. And she does... 48.5. Decent damage right there with just 1 buff. That's it. Alright. And now you shall disappear from not having any any Milim cards, so Hinata's dead. Alright. 48,000 damage with 1 buff. Technically 2, because it's 2 and 1. I'd say that's pretty dang good. Let's take her off of a full whale Dark 2.0 team and see how well she can do then. Because Crucible, like the hardest stage that Dark characters have, is just another version of Hinata. So, not many places we can take her right now except Tempered Edge. So, maybe we'll go there. Hold on. Alright, we're gonna use the same team, but this time I want to full power her, right? So we're gonna go into EX1 Tempered Edge, because I haven't cleared EX2 yet, because that's its own video. So we're gonna use the same team, and now this time we're going to get 60% ult from Valentine. We're going to get the crit and crit damage from Rimuru, we're going to get her buff, and we're going to try to get the maximum power of Diablo as well, and just really make sure that she is at full power, so we can understand just, how hard Milim can hit. It's funny that the 6-month Annie we got Space Milim, who was at the time the best DPS in the game, and now at the 1-year anniversary we have another pure DPS Milim. I'm not complaining. I love my Milims, so I got a team full of Milims that I'm ready to use for a video as well for trolls and for funsies, so that'll be fun. And I also have a Rimuru team set for, this Rimuru. But this Tempered Edge is set for Isis, just like the last one was set for Aaron, so we're getting set hands based on orb changes, which is good. So we'll go ahead and orb change with Isis, and then we'll bring in Milim for Isis, and then we shall start working on getting skills used so we can stack up Veldora's power. Alright, please give us a good hand. Mostly greens. Well... Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Alright, cool. Okay, so let's use her orb change. We'll get some of those. And then we'll get Isis back in here for Rimuru. And then we'll start stacking up with Valentine. So there's that. And now, I think it's odd. I think her heal is broken, right? It went and healed Isis, who was not hurt at all. But her heal should be doing it with the lowest percentage of HP. So maybe it's because that she has just less HP than Milim? Is that the reason why? Because, what are we at? So we're at 19,251. versus 21.9. Okay, so that's probably why. Just because her total amount of health is still higher than this one. What's yours? 21. Okay, well, that's probably why. Alright, let's use Veldora. Reset those orb changes, right? And that alt boost, which, you know, that makes Dark Val even better now. And then we'll orb change again. And then we've got an almost full hand of greens. We're also going to boost those greens with Isis. So now we are up to 35% magic attack. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and keep sending these. And he might die before we get fully maxed out. We just have to get Milim's ult, and then we can send her away, and then we can bring in people who don't do as... Okay. Well, we can get her ult. Tell you that much. Alright, cool. One battle is done. So now we just need to keep stacking with the skills and Veldora, and then we can unleash hell upon this poor, poor Gazel. Let's see. So we'll change that and that. There's another blue coming, though, if we leave her, if we take her away. Yeah. Alright, so... let's go ahead and do it anyways, just because we need to use skills, right? So let's get another stack of Valentine's ult boost. There, now she's healing. And then we will reset those again. We'll put a boost on Milim, but it's not going to matter because she's going to get a higher boost later on when we bring her back in for the nuke. Let's get Rimuru in. Alright, and then we'll use another orb change. And these should still be boosted, right? Yes, they are. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 114 skill points. We should be up to 45% now on the ult. Or not on the ult, but the dark or the magic attack. Alright, now we are at 40%, so this will be the last stack of Valentine's ult boost. And we're now at 55%, so we need to use 3 more skills to get that capped out. So there's 1, there's 2, and then we'll bring in Diablo for the 3rd one, because we're not going to use him at all. Yeah. Sure, we'll do this, and then we'll do counter attack, whatever. Alright, so that should be 70, yep, full 70% right there for Veldora. So now we just need to get skill points. I don't really want to send that, actually. Okay, so we're doing no damage, which is good, but we're also not getting any greens that are going to give us skill points, so this will take a while. Pop, 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 pop. 67. We need 110, because we need to use both Rimuru's skill and Milim's skill. Okay, so we got some greens here. Well, I'll give you 31 skill points, so that's 98. Alright, so we're almost there. And his defense is going away next turn as well. Cool. Alright. Give me what I need here. That's 9 points. It's not enough. Alright, so Isis, you're going to come in for Val. You're going to change... No, I don't want to use Veldora, so we're just going to have to deal with this for a little bit longer. Okay. We're 3 points away. If we had brought in Milim, we probably would have gotten enough by that point. So let's do this. There, 124. We're going to stack. We're going to be ready to nuke right here, right now, and we're going to see just how much damage we do on this poor, poor man. Alright, so let's use the crit and Dark Allies crit damage. Let's use the ult boost and her own personal attack buff. And then we will put on the 70% magic attack from Veldora. And this is going to hit, like, 250k? I don't know. I don't actually know how hard this is going to hit. He's going to die. But I don't know by how much. Oh, let's find out. Oh, I haven't turned off the skill skip. Okay, well, whatever. We'll watch it again. Okay. 250? 300? What are we thinking? 247,000. Okay. 247,000 damage. So, yeah, okay, I said 250, somewhere in there. 300 was kind of pushing it, and we got 6 Dark Cores, okay. 250k, give or take. For that, I mean, that's pretty good. If we had maybe we'll get a Dark Attack booster the next week, or because she already gives herself an attack buff, but we can always bring like Space Rimuru and then get a 40% attack buff, and that'll go even higher. We're already critting, we're already magic attack boosted, we already have crit damage, so there's not too much more. We can give her Pierce, I guess, with the Dark Xion, but then we have to take her off support. So yeah, she can do a crap ton of damage on this team. But let's use her now in a support function, because she is giving ult boost to everyone, and she's orb changing. So let's take her off the dark team completely, and put her on a team that runs greens, and see how well she can do there. Okay, we're going to go into Conquest against Cabby on the old Wind team, right? We know that Cabby runs on greens. We already have one special orb changer in Wind Valentine. We're now going to have another green special conversion with Milim. We have Butler Veldora, who is covering oranges, the hero, and then we're going to have, we have 3 single target DPSs right here that will benefit from Milim's ult boost, alongside Hawkro giving sometimes crits, but then the hero giving guaranteed crits. So we know how powerful Cabby is with greens. This should not be difficult. This should just be another instance of Milim showing out. And honestly, she's probably a better fit here than Wind Milim, because, they both are buffing ults. But her second skill is, like, guard penetration. Like, yeah, Cabby is guarding, but it's not really important. I would much rather have the ult boost and the orb change than the ult boost and a useless skill. Even if she is Wind, she's also AoE, which, doesn't help her too much. So she's just a better version overall than this Milim, which is great. It's good that, the OG units are finally, like, really falling off, even though, they're what some people are going to have, but they should be summoning on high-value banners like this one, so therefore they can get some of these really good units to replace the OGs, because it's been a year since when Milim came out, right? Literally 1 year from today. So, let's see what opening hand we get, and it is... okay, well, let's get Hawkro in here for Milim, and we'll send these oranges. I think he nerfs greens like turn 2 or turn 3. It is turn 2, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh well. So the thing is that we have a 30-point orb change versus a 25-point orb change. So that's already quite a bit better than what it normally is. So let's go ahead and let's send these Hawkeros here and try and get a full hand of greens next turn with one of their conversions. And it worked out. All right, cool. So the main difference between these two skills, besides the cost, is that Lumi is boosting all gauges by 10%, while Milim is boosting skill point increase permanently by up to 5%. So that's why it costs just a little bit more. So let's go ahead and use Milim's, because that's what we're trying to showcase that, right? So let's get that, let's do that. Full hand, and then we can go ahead and send all this. This will give us Cabby next turn. So now the greens are going to pop off. It's unfortunate that we couldn't get that earlier, but it is what it is. So now, okay, we got 3 blues and 3 greens. All right. So, and we got more blues coming. Okay, well, let's just use Cabby now. I need to turn that. Okay, I need to turn this off. Settings. Turn that off. All right, cool. Let's send these blues. Actually, let's get Valentine back in here for Milim. Send these blues. And then maybe next turn we can get some nice orb changing hands. Well, actually, yeah, that can work out. Okay. So are these are still boosted, all right, by 150%. So now we can use Lumi, and we can use Veldora to change all of this. And now I don't really care how much we have that are nerfed greens. It's still gonna give us ult, max points, another another cabbie meter. So that's the power of having, 3 orb changers who are working pretty well together on this team. So now we gotta wait, like, what, another turn, 2 turns maybe, before his defense leaves, and then we can nuke him with probably triple ult. Yeah, his defense leaves next turn. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take away Hakuro for Milim. Right, yep, Hakuro for Milim. Alright, we can use another cabbie right here, raise our skill cap again. We can use Butler Veldora for another hand of greens. Actually, yeah, we can do this. We can do Butler Veldora here. And then we can get him out of here for the hero, which... yeah, we can do that. That's fine. Alright, so we'll do that. We'll use Milim again to orb change that one last orange, so we got a full hand again. And now Valentine has an ult. We have max skill points, another cabbie. So, 2 special converters on this team is really, really good. And then we have, we have a standard 2 and 2, which is working just fine. Alright, did we get the orbs necessary for everyone? Did we get a hero? Okay, we did. Alright, so let's use Milim's ult boost now. And we'll do that. So now she can go away. Valentine has an ult. We'll bring in Hakuro for Milim. And then we'll use the hero crit. And then we also have enough to use Hakuro's skill, which may give a crit to Veldora once we swap her out. So let's do that. Let's do that. And then we'll use his skill. So that is defense down and crit rate 30%. So, I mean, Veldora is only going to have a 30%, but Valentine and Hakuro have guaranteed crits from the hero. But we are lowering his defense now. We also have another cabbie, so why not? Alright, and now let's see how much we do on these ults right here. Should do a lot. We have a full 6-card send. He's going to die. Veldora, not an ult you see very often, so I'm going to watch it. Making a Christmas tree. Ornament spiral. How much do we do here? I'm kind of wondering. 30,000. Did not crit, because he only had a 30% shot. Valentine, also probably not an ult you see very often. I mean, she's here for healing and orb changing. She's not like the primary nuker on most teams these days. She's also balanced growth, I think. 46-3 with the crit. Alright, we didn't even get to Hakuro, but you can see that, the combination of having the ult boost and the special orb change on one unit is pretty good, alongside another unit having a special orb change. So that is the win team. We can move now to... I guess we can try Space 2.0. I guess. We'll try it out. Alright, so I figured the light team would actually be a more fun place to use her because, the Space team is focused on AoEs. And while her ult boost is, important for everyone there, I think this is a little bit more interesting. Shizu, Xion, Rimuru, this is a team that thrives on greens. It has, technically 3 orb changers already. Xion, Rimuru, Shinsha. Milim's here to cover everything else. The only thing is that we're sacrificing the 50% light boost from Leon for the 70% ult boost from Milim, of which Shizu technically already gives ult by 10%, but 10 versus 70, we'll see how much damage we can do. We just need a very specific hand, though, to get both of the buffs active, because they're both 55-point buffs, and Shizu does not raise our cap. Counterside, I don't care, I don't play you anymore. Why are you even giving me notifications? So we need a little bit of luck and RNG for this to go our way. I cannot promise. Well, I mean, that's a good start. Okay. Let's, okay. We can do that. Right? Yeah, we can do that. So, pop, 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 and then Xion. What's our next hand? Ooh, perfect. Perfect. Alright. So, we can use Milim's orb change here. That'll change 2 of those, and then we can use... she's giving skill points, right? Right. So we don't need to use Xion's, we need to use Rimuru's here to change that last green. Okay. Now, what do we want to do? Let's go ahead. Will that get us an ult for Xion? It will not give us an ult for Xion. Okay. Let's still get you out of here. And then we'll have a full hand of light characters here. We can use Shizu next turn and definitely get another probably 6-card hand, because now we have both sides of orbs covered now because Xion and Shinsha are up front. And we don't really need to use it, but we're going to anyways to get more stacks, right? So let's do pop and pop. Let's do that. So now we should be up to like 90%? 90% right there. We're on turn 3 though. So what else are we gonna use here? Because I want to make sure that we can ult. We could bring Milim back in and do another orb change there. We could. Let's do that. Alright, and then let's get him out of here now. This is a little risky right here. It's a little risky. We're now at 100% pierce rate though, so guaranteed to pierce. We can put that on Xion next turn because she'll have an ult. She'll be ready to go. So now we can give her her attack boost and then the light boost and send her away. And then we can prep for the nuke hand. Alright, 1, 2, 1 and 2, and... oh, that's just the 2. Okay. So let's put the light buff on her. Let's give her her own attack buff. So we're at 43% pierce power, 30% attack. So she is ready to go. Let's see. Can we give her that? We can probably give her that, can't we? So if we do this now... yeah, let's do this now. Alright, so we've given her 100% pierce rate, and then we'll swap her out for Rimuru. And then we'll use Rimuru's orb change to change that last orange right there. Alright, so now pop, 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 pop. Max points. Let's get the hero up here. No, not yet. Right, like I said, we're looking for a very specific hand, alright? Trying to RNG the crap out of this right now. Because I do want to see how much damage she can do. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. That hurt, but that's fine. Okay, so... let's get in here. Let's take you out for Milim. So let's use Milim's alt buff. Okay. And then she can go away for the hero. And then the hero can use the rewind. Alright, then we can use Shizu here to change that entire hand. Alright, and now we're going to send all of this over here. And now on the rewind, once it rewinds, we can bring Xion in, who will have the alt boost. He'll have the light, the pierce power, the attack, and then we'll have enough points to put the crit on her, and we can see how much damage she does. Good. I was really thankful that she didn't kill Xion there. Alright. So here we go. Here is the setup. We're only here to watch damage. I'm not going to finish the fight. I just want to see how much it does. Alright. Alright. Cool. Let's bring you in for Rimuru, because not Shinsha, because she doesn't have any cards. Rimuru. There we go. Let's put the crit on. Let's do another full hand. Now, probably, if I were to actually want to do this, I would nuke Shinsha and just have the normals kill Xion. But Xion doesn't have any defense. Well, she does. So I want to see pure damage right here. So we've got the 15% light boost, 30% attack, 43% pierce, guaranteed crits, crit resistance down, alt boost for 70%. This should hit pretty hard. Should. 139,000. Get the fuck out of my way. Alright. I like big numbers. And we did 20,000 on that attack because she has defense. Alright, so that was fun. We don't need to finish this fight anymore, so we're just going to skip to the end. Alright, so Milim is a pretty good unit. Can fit on a bunch of different teams that are focused on greens. I mean, technically you can put her on any team. You know, orb changing works unless the orbs are horrendously nerfed. But like the same way you can put Water Shuna on a team. You're focused on blues, but she's still ult boosting everyone. Milim is ult boosting everyone. Orb changing is a plus. So we showed her on the dark team, we showed her on the light team, we showed her on the wind team. Like, she can help pretty much anywhere. So she is very, very general purpose, which is good. It's good that you can use a unit on multiple teams, multiple scenarios, and still have her be running at pretty much 100% effectiveness. You know, her extra damage, if you happen to nuke with her on a random team, like, cool. Her trait also helps out literally any team. So she is a very, very, very good unit for newer players and older players alike. So let me know what you thought of Milim. If you've used her, let me know your opinions on her down in the comments below. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I will see you later.